Welcome everybody. This is Direct Audio with Big Buji. We're live today with my man Minister Roc, or as he wants to be known as Roc. And I'm gonna let him explain a little bit about that. First, let me give a shout out to my man Shots, the MC wherever he is in the world right now. I haven't seen Shots in a while, but Shots turned me on to my man last year, and we've been working out. And if a lot of y'all know about Hollaback, I used to be the audio producer on a Christian, what I want to say, a progressive Christian video show that a lot of Christians didn't like because it was too progressive.
Gotcha.
We were on Lecrae and Cross Movement.
Yeah.
Way before when everybody else was. They thought Kurt Franklin was hip hop.
Man, yeah.
We were giving it to him. So
yeah.
you're a breath of fresh air.
Appreciate
So
it.
now, first of all, you got an accent. So I gotta ask you, where you from?
Hey, I'm from Mississippi. Magnolia, Mississippi. Shout out to Magnolia, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, Sherman, Mississippi. All down there, man. What up? What up? What up? For sure.
Okay, so now Mississippi. Growing up in Mississippi, what was the hip hop acts that you grew up on?
The hip hop acts, man, I came up on Boosie. I came up on Wayne. I came up on, pretty much that dirty South music, that down South sound, man. I mean, David Banner, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Shout out to David Banner, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi all day. But it's a lot of music down there, man. There's a lot of.
I'm noticing you mentioned the rappers that's got the bars with the lyrics, because there is some down south rappers to me that don't got the bars, but the ones you mentioning, they spitters. So
Oh yeah.
So now, being from Mississippi and doing hip hop, when did you start doing hip hop?
Man, I started doing hip hop, man. Real talk. I was probably about 13 years old, man. When
13.
I started rhyming. Me and my brothers, man, we had this little group, man, called Know Your Boys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Carleon, back home. He's a producer just like yourself, man.
Okay.
And, man, a young guy. But, I started like when I was about 13, you know what I'm saying? Going to school, writing raps and stuff like that, man. And, I mean, we used to beat on the table and everything, man. But, yeah, I was about 13.
What do you remember? What was your favorite rap song as a kid?
My favorite rap song as a kid, dang, boy, I got a lot of them. But I must say, back then, Juve made a song. Juve made a song called "Back That Thing Up."
Oh my goodness,
Man, that John was a hit, man. That was the hit of the South at the time, man. But I would say that was one of my favorite songs, man. "Back That Thing Up."
Back my thing up. Juvie just re-signed with Cash Money, so maybe they're gonna redo that song or something. Bring out the old school ladies to give them a little, show these girls how to do that dance.
Yeah.
Now, as I said in the early part, your first part of your name is Minister.
Right.
But it's spelled different. It's spelled Minista.
Correct.
A minister.
Correct.
And the last name Roc. Can you break down the name?
All right. Well, first and foremost, I mean, anybody that know me, I am a minister. And I love God, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know what I'm saying, I'm me, you know what I'm saying? So instead of putting the ER on the end, I want to put the STA on the end just to symbolize that I'm different, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Christian that raps. I'm a rapper that's Christian.
Okay.
You feel me? And like I said, I like to be different, so I just spelled it in a way, because I don't want to be, labeled. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's who I am. You know what I mean? And I can't change that. So that's where that comes from. And my music is not just for church folk. You feel me?
Okay. Well, do the church folks embrace your music?
Some of them do, and some of them don't. You know what I'm saying?
Some think you're too progressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if they happen to listen or see your interview, and what would you say to them to bring them to understand where you're coming from?
I would just like to tell them, more so that, you know, I am still a minister, but at the same time, my music, I want to reach everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want to reach the church crowd. I want to reach the people out there in the streets. I'm know what I'm saying. I want to reach the prostitute out there. I mean, so I want to be able to relate. And I got a lot of background in my past that I can relate and be relatable to a lot of different people, man. I haven't always been a minister. I haven't always acknowledged God like I do. I've done some things in my life. Nah, I ain't a killer. I mean, I haven't. I mean, I ain't done no real bad things, but I've done some things in my life that I mean, it's by the grace of God that I'm still here.
Okay. And with that being said, a lot of times to me, I see rappers all day long. And a lot of times you have these young kids that's coming up. They get lost in the sauce, if you may say.
Yeah.
Because us as adults, we know a lot of rap is entertainment.
Yeah.
A lot of kids think this is real.
It's real.
You know, somebody said, hey, so-and-so, they blooding 24/7. No, they're not.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that living here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can't. So those type of youth, how do you reach those with your music compared to the artists that don't even care about them?
All right. Well, like you said, I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that, you know, they put out a lot of music that, you know, that's containing drugs and, you know, all different things like that, man. But at the same time, now don't get me wrong, some of them, they still doing it. But some of them, you know, they're not doing it anymore. But their music, and to these teenagers, to them, it's like, okay, this the way to be. And the way they talking, this what they doing. But actually, it's not. My way to reach them is I want to talk on that level, reach them in that level, but still let them. But this is what I'm doing right now. You see what I'm saying? So my music, like I said, I want them to be. Well, what I want them to pull from it is the positive. You know what I'm saying? Be a positive person. Be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about being down and everything. You know, all these trends going on and everything. I mean, it's all right to be cool. I want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? And I am cool, and I'm known by a lot of people. But at the same time, I don't want to. You can't let the music that you listen to, if it's negative music, I wouldn't say negative. If it's influencing you to go out and shoot somebody, or go out and rob somebody, or sell dope, or rob your mom, or you know, stuff like that, man. I mean, you shouldn't listen to it. Because my thing is, you need to have power over everything you do. Should nothing make you do anything. You know what I'm saying? You should, if it's gonna lead you down the wrong path, you don't need to do it. But if you can control what you do and still get positive out of it, I mean, do you? You feel me?
A lot of times that's true, and a lot of artists, to me, when it comes to that, they overlook that whole situation. You know, I'm gonna do my music, whatever it happens, it happens. Now, you're a family man, right?
True.
How did you get from Mississippi to North Carolina?
Hey, man. Well, I still work with Sanderson Farms. There's a chicken butcher here, and
Okay.
that came here a few years ago, and I took a promotion. And I moved here, and I moved my family here, and been here ever since, man. So basically, I took a job promotion, and also my wife and I, we always wanted to, you know, get out of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Venture out, man. Just to make it better. You know what I'm saying, for us and the kids.
Okay, now with you being from Mississippi and being in North Carolina, now I haven't been to Mississippi, but
Man, you ought to go there,
all I can
man.
think about is movies like Mississippi Burning. And,
Come on, man.
and all them type of things.
Come on, bro.
You know, I even had this guy that one time told me that on a field trip they took him out in the field and let him pick cotton, and then they took the cotton from him, and he sent home, and he was sitting at home, and his mom walked in, and she was like, "Well, why is your legs and arms so dark?" He said, we went on field trip. She said, and that made you dark? He said, no, we picked cotton all day, and the man told us just like the slaves, we had to get the cotton back. so that stuck in my mind about Mississippi.
Yeah.
As somebody from Mississippi.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on in the world right now on the racial topics.
Right.
Does your music reflect anything racial? Being from Mississippi, do you touch those issues, or is that something that is more of a taboo? It doesn't really go on down there. It's just
it's not like what everybody think it is anymore. You know what I'm saying? When I first got here, the idea was, he from Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? He's a slave, he slave mind, so he want to try to bring that here to us and all that type of stuff. Like he want to treat us like the white man treat them. But I mean, it ain't like that no more down there, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's raciality everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And I know that Mississippi has been, one of the major states, you know what I'm saying? But it's not as bad as what people think it is now. I mean, ain't nobody getting hung, you know what I'm saying, right now, you know what I'm saying, to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying. And when I was coming up, like I said, I mean, I saw a lot of things. We learned a lot of things in school, man, but honestly, I mean, it ain't that bad, you know what I'm saying. It ain't that bad. Now, as far as my music goes, on this project right here, found myself, I didn't really touch bases on it, but I will be. You know what I'm saying? Not in my past when I done some stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I touched on a lot of issues, but on this project right here, I haven't yet. But I will be.
Now, I always found it commendable, especially when, like you said, you're a rapper that's also a Christian.
Yeah.
How hard is it being a Christian in a hip hop world with all the things that go on around you?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Real, like, it's hard, bro. And like the struggle, like I said, I already struggle. You know what I'm saying with I mean, being young. I mean, I'm young, man, and I am hip hop. You know what I'm saying, but that's not normal for the church. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. That's kind of out of the box.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, man, I mean, I like being out of the box now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being classified. But it is a struggle because one of my biggest struggles is being misunderstood as a, like you said, as a rapper that's Christian in a hip hop world. It's the struggle is, I'm talking about the things I talk about are different from what they talk about.
Right. But you're talking to a different generation.
Yeah, I'm talking to a different generation, and what I want out of the people, in front of the people, you know what I'm saying, not knocking anybody, but I feel like I want more from it than what is being put out there in hip hop right now, if you understand what I mean. Mm-hmm. As far as, I mean, I want change, you know what I'm saying? I want to see these young kids, be successful, you know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way, you know what I'm saying, in a good way. I want to see these young boys not walking around wanting to be gangbangers. You know what I'm saying? That looks cool, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it don't matter. I mean, death coming, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody gotta die, but why would you want to go, you know what I'm saying, by trying to gangbang, you know what I'm saying? I mean, die for a good cause, you know what I'm saying? Don't just, and like I said, and a lot of the music these days is influencing that, like it's okay.
Yeah.
But then you wind up with life in jail. They still out here, still doing the music. So what I want to do is change that, you know what I'm saying? And you can still be cool. You can still be, fly. You can still be, and still be saved. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, nobody's perfect. I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be a positive person, and I want to be a positive role model. I got kids. I mean, I got a lot of people look up to me. And the artists out here today, a lot of them, You know what I'm saying? I just want us to understand, come together that there's so much power in your voice. Why not use it to help these kids?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so I have I work with a lot of different Christian rappers, and I've seen Christian rappers say I don't work with secular rappers at all.
Yeah. Wow.
And I've seen secular rappers say I don't work with Christian rappers.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if it's all music and it's all relative,
Exactly.
you need to work together to bridge the gap.
Exactly. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I want to do a track boost. Like, I have no problem. I'm gonna say it like this. Unless you disown my God, I rock with you.
See, I remember when Lecrae started rocking with a lot of the
Yeah.
hip hop people, and some of the Christian fans that he had that followed him kind of started falling back
Yeah.
because they couldn't get what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was penetrating into the secular market
Yeah.
by using a name that was more recognizable to a secular person
Right.
than himself. So
Right.
now you got,
That's my guy, man.
you got
That's my
secular
guy. That's my
fans
guy.
and Christian fans will rock with him,
Right.
because he holds his own, and
Right.
he shows them you can be Christian and still do it
And still do it,
and
man.
keep it funky. Like he keeps it
Right.
it real funky. So
Right.
now we're gonna cut for a minute. We're gonna play a couple songs,
All right.
and then we're gonna come back.
True.
What you talking about? This my word of mouth. Obstacles they come and go, I know you heard about. I'm trying to reach the north, east, west, and dirty south. I once had a filthy mind and a dirty mouth. Watch it though, cause I could get slick right now. The enemy, he wants you to fall back. Gotta beat him at his game, and that's a known fact. We got the power to overcome anything. If it's above our head or under our feet, man. Look, the fowls of the air, the fish of the sea, and every little creeping thing creeping round me. Look, all situations, trials, tribulations, beat down on Satan, you know we be hating. I'm just so gracious, I thank him for patience. I get excited of the size of my blessing. With all I've been facing, thank God chains been breaking. Now the world is in for a major shaking. Opinion, look, I done had my down days. I ain't gonna lie about that, but this life right here, dog, I'm seriously about that. More word, more power, I need them every hour. My dreams are so big, I need my praise to get a little louder. I'm blooming like flowers, standing tall like a tower. They say, boy, you wild. Well, I'm about to get a little wild. I'm like a pit bull, I'm a crowder. All glory to my Father. I soar above my problem like the eagles in the sky, bro. Plus, I'm so intelligent. My purpose, dog, is heaven sent. Defeating me, you got me bent. My always give me extra strength. I really hope you listening. On this earth, I got rulership. Don't have the towel in my hand, but I'm too legit to quit. Dominion means I got this. The works with my practice. All of my armor on spin fire and his tactics. Make it see it better like graphics. I'ma say I ain't the captain. Jesus is the done going hard like I'm the Baptist. All over the map quest. He blessed me in all aspects. Plus a little so real, y'all just feel his compassion. So get up from slacking. Use the tools you packing. Dreams don't come true unless you get out and make it happen. I got the and all I do, I got dominion. Yeah. I cannot help it. I cannot help it. I cannot help it. Oh, look. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here. Look, I cannot help it. Your boy, he feels so fresh today. I'm stepping out, straight flexing out with a low cut boosted fade. Plus I got a baby face when I get my smooth shave. All my fans, they love me cause I tell them to get Jesus praise. Man, I wanna tell you, I feel so good. I feel like K-Joe cause tonight they might get Christians in the club. And I ain't lying, I might be in there, even though it's a lot of sin there. Well, that's why I need to be there, to help some people see clear. While I have a good time, showing off this bit of mine. Then they wanna hear me rhyme, I'm shutting down, it's game time. Got on Boss Cologne, smelling good all night long. Haters hating cause I'm on, but they losing cause they wrong. While I'm rising cause I'm strong, feel myself like I'm my clone. Getting peace from my shalom, he got me right, I'm in my zone. Born a winner, leave me alone. Going hard on all my song, and I'm already in his kingdom, just where I belong. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here. Man, look, God told me something, made it so clear, so clear. He said, Shell Rock, this is your year. So I'm claiming that, that's what I wanna hear. I got my gear on, all in the freaking mirror. Then them haters, they behind me cause I cannot see them. Cause my eyes is on my future and on none of them. They only build me up, but they try to tear me down. Get up out my face, I'm on another level now. I got investments, I'm having private meetings. God's favor on my life and people love to see me. I don't got time for all that foolishness. The devil don't know what to do with me. He try by everything to get to me. But God be right there when he testing me. Look, I done came a long way, dog, and they ain't lying. I'm about to turn up, so watch me shine. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here. I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. Man, look, I cannot help it, I'm feeling myself. No stress, no worries, I love this here.
And we just came back from listening to two of the songs. First, we're going to talk about Dominion. Now, when you came in with that track, you had a lot of energy.
Yes, sir.
You were ready to spit that one.
Yeah.
That's your that to me that seems like it's your jump.
Yeah. That's my
So please, the people heard it, but break it down in form so they understand what they heard.
Man, look, see me, man, I got a lot of faith, bro. Now my faith been tested, don't get me wrong, but Dominion, man, that junk, man, look, that junk give me still today, man. That junk give me so much energy, man. It's the concept is no matter what you go through, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what, God gave you dominion over it. So it happened, but you can beat it. You know what I'm saying? And God gave you the power to beat it. So dominion means, you know what I'm saying, that gives you that extra push. And the things that I talk about in that song as far as having dominion, having power, like even like I mean, got the towel, done had the towel in my hand, but I'm too legit to quit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just that man, that song, it just gives me so much energy, man, and it comes from a place, you know what I'm saying? But that's one of my favorite junks right there
I
on
can
the
see
track,
that
man.
like a sports team coming out.
Yeah.
You know, in the gym, that song's the warm up song.
Yeah, energy, man.
You know, it gives you that energy. You ready. You feel like you can take on the world.
Yeah,
Nothing can beat
yeah.
you.
It makes me feel like Superman, man. My daughter calls me Superman, and that song, man, it makes me just feel like Superman, and it gives me the extra push that I need, man.
Okay, now we got the Feeling Myself video coming.
Yeah.
Now, the Feeling Myself song, please explain to people why are you feeling yourself so much right now?
Hey, man, look, honestly, man, it's all God, man. If you know me, I always been, you know what I'm saying, a uppity type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I always, felt like, not that I couldn't be touched, but, you know what I'm saying, a lot of confidence, you know what I'm saying? I've been called conceited. I've been called a lot of things, but feeling myself from this perspective, man, is like, when you go through so much, and when God starts to give you, you know what I'm saying, that sense of joy and happiness back, man, and to where you know what I'm saying, you just get to feeling yourself, you know what I'm saying, and that song, I had a club vibe with it, you know what I'm saying, and music that I used to make, man, when I first heard the beat, man, when I first heard the track, man, I already knew, man, I'm going to the club with this one.
Okay.
And I talk about that in the song, man. That I might be up in the club tonight with this one, and but yeah, feeling myself, man. It's a happy song. I want people to feel good about themselves and be happy with life, and you know what I'm saying. No matter what's going on, you know what I'm saying. Love you for you. You know what I'm saying? Your swag is your swag. Do you? You know what I'm saying? So that's what feeling myself comes
But
from.
see, now that's something crazy because to me, a lot of folks don't understand how to be them. They're lost in trying to be whatever they see is popular, whatever's
Exactly.
trending,
That's it.
whatever their friend is,
Exactly.
whatever the hottest star is.
Right.
That's what they want to be. I'm waiting for people to start being Lucius Lyons
You know what
now.
I'm saying? Be you. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Terrence Howard, man.
The Terrence Howard Empire. But being you, sometimes, and your mixtape is called, you found yourself. So
Right.
being you got to find yourself
Yeah.
in order to be you. So
Right, man. That's
now,
right.
what other songs up here really stands out?
Song I did a video for was "Get Your Praise On." That's the one. I know I got a lot of views on. A lot of people talking about "Get Your Praise On." Another joint I got on there called "Keep Me Near the Cross." That song right there, you know what I'm saying, like opposite from Feeling Myself and Dominion. You know what I'm saying. Those songs is when you in a high place. You know what I'm saying. Keep Me Near the Cross. You know what I'm saying. That song came from, you know what I'm saying, being in a low place. And you know what I'm saying, we all go through those times where we in a low place, and that song basically, it's saying, Lord, keep me near the cross, I don't want to lose my mind.
Right.
Then I got another joint on there, man, called Headstrong. And basically, it's just talking about, you know what I'm saying, now I got my mind right, now I got my head strong, you know what I'm saying, like, God done worked with me to a point where, you know what I'm saying, I think on a different level now. You know what I'm saying? So there's another joint, but it's gonna be opposite on that than the project I'm doing now called In My Feelings. You remember the track I did with, you know what I'm saying, Tia, shout out to her. But though, I mean, man, these like I said, man, it's like a compilation of just different feelings and emotions, man, coming out with this project right here.
Now, before we wrap it up, if it's any up-and-coming young Christian rappers out there, what advice would you give them? Because you've been on both sides of the field, so you can give them, I always try to tell people, you don't got to go through the rough patch if I can show you where to go.
Yeah. Well, to that person out there that's a Christian rapper, trying to do this right here. My advice to you is be yourself, man. Be yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not happy with what you're doing and everybody else is, I mean, it's irrelevant. So God put everybody here for a purpose, and you have your purpose. God told you your purpose. He made it tell everybody else, but everybody's going to have their idea of what they want you to do and what they want you to be, how they want you to be, how they want you to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get the big head and don't take advice from anybody. Good sound advice. But at the end of the day, know that you're doing you. You know what I'm saying? So that's to that person out there. Be yourself and keep God first.
That's it. We have tonight on Direct Audio the Minister Roc. He stopped through from all the way from Mississippi to North Carolina. He's got a project coming out. We're going to have a link to the video and to how you can get on to him on Facebook, and also how to get in contact with him about the music. The music's going to be coming out when, about May?
Yeah.
May, June?
Yeah, May, June.
So you're going to have a nice summer release, something you can get for your kids. You don't got to worry about them going crazy. Listen to it when you're gone, so you can let them play it. And you can play it in the car.
Right.
You'll be able to listen to it. So.
It's for everybody, man. I mean, you know, just love it.
Hey, it's a good project. Thanks for coming through, man. We're going to be doing some other things. He's got more stuff coming out. When I do this, the mini concert series, we're going to get him up here to perform.
Oh, yeah.
His songs.
I'm going to come rock this joint out.
Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, please keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross, Daddy. Lord, keep me near the cross, 'cause I don't really wanna blow it. I don't really wanna lose my mind. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross, Daddy. Lord, keep me near the cross, 'cause I don't really wanna blow it. I don't really wanna lose my mind. Lord, keep me near the cross, 'cause I've been walking through my valley trying not to get lost. But my issues, they're screaming at me. Sometimes I hear them over you and I can't even see. And then I'm praying hard for better days, but open up my eyes and it's the same as yesterday. And I know I'm your YMOG, young man of God, but it's so hard for me. Some days I just pop off in cold sweats. I go to work and I work hard just to pay my debts. And I got haters all around me too. So day by day I watch them, Lord, don't know what they might do. Lord, you need to keep me, I ain't tripping. Some nights I ride alone with straight up suicidal thinking. It's just a thought, y'all just let me be real. Or with many more Christians, we'll just tell it how it is. It's time to take the masks off and let the world know that we suffer too for the cause. Lord, I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow. I won't be blessed like Joseph up in the house with Pharaoh. It's gonna take you to keep me. My flesh a mess with all this stress. I know you love me. I know you lived and you died for me. And Jesus, I know that sometimes you even cry for me. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross, Daddy. Lord, keep me near the cross, 'cause I don't really wanna blow it. I don't really wanna lose my mind. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross, Daddy. Lord, keep me near the cross, 'cause I don't really wanna blow it. I don't really wanna lose my mind. Some days I just wish I could leave from here and disappear into another place round the hemisphere. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Don't want depression to be the reason why I lead this life. They say pray until something happen. I'm like, forget it, 'cause I ain't seeing nothing happen. My faith, I know it used to be stronger, Lord. Some just I just don't understand what you're doing to your boy. But I know one day you'll come together for my good too. Just gotta get through this stormy weather. Even when I call sometimes I feel like my prayer bouncing off the wall sometimes. But I'm knowing that you hear me though. Problem is I'm talking, I ain't hearing you though. So I go into my listening mode. Cut out distractions to get directions for this road. Then I ain't fast lately. Feel like I'ma die if I don't eat something daily. But the fact is that you never leave me. And even when I do pass, you'll be right there to receive me. But the fact is that you never leave me. And even when I do pass, you'll be right there to receive me. But the fact is that you never leave me. And even when I do pass, you'll be right there to receive me. Lord, keep me near the cross. Lord, keep me near the cross, Daddy. Lord, keep me near